awesome. Gosh, man. I mean, you know what? It was a loss. I get it. You know, we had the L, and that sucks. We hate seeing that as Broncos fans. But once again, it was the preseason. They learned a lot. We got to see the one thing that we really needed to see, and that was that our starters are absolutely ripping and raring to go. There is just so much to talk about. But tonight, we're going to do something a little fun. I've got a couple of special guests joining me tonight, and we are going to we're going to use the brand spanking new, shiny 53-man roster tool over on the brand new orangeandbluenetwork.com. And we are going to build and discuss our 53-man roster based on what we've seen so far and what we know about our beloved Broncos. It's going to be a blast. Hope you guys will join us. You jump on over to orangeandbluenetwork.com, open up the 53-man roster tool, and build yours while we build ours. It's going to be fun, guys. Let's get ready to go. This is the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast. Let's go.
Oh, so smooth, the stats to chew. Breaking down plays with the crew. Denver pride in every view. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Bright lights a mile high in our view. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. From draft picks to game reviews. Celebrating wins, analyzing the clues. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Orange and blue.
Nothing Wrong with Orange and Blue podcast.
Oh, Broncos country! Welcome to this Tuesday edition of the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. I'm Johnny Baki, the Mile High Viking, and I thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It's going to be a blast. But tonight, it's a little bit of a different show because Jay, the Denver Dreamweaver, he's out tonight. So instead, thought we'd give you the next best thing or close to it. I'm just kidding. These guys are awesome. You're going to love them. I swear. We've got a special guest tonight who is rocking the late night Broncos podcast circuit over on Still Up Sports. Goes live in the wee hours of the morning, you know, catering to the Broncos fans who work the graveyard, the swing shift, the people that just aren't quite in bed by 2 a.m. You know what I mean? This is Cody Chipa, guys, and give him some awesome love. And let's just give him a round of applause, please. All right. Cody, you seem to be muted, my brother. Nope, still nothing.
There we are.
There he is. All right. There's Mr. Cody Chipa right there. Guys, please give him a huge Orange and Blue Network welcome. I believe this is one of the first, this is the first, or if not one of the first times you've actually been on one of the shows here on Orange and Blue Network.
I've been on Broncos Bros, and then last week I kind of hopped on really late with Tim.
That's right. But it's the first time you've been on Nothing Rhymes.
Absolutely.
So no.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad you're here, my friend, and I'm really excited about what we're going to do tonight. It's going to be a blast. I'm
excited.
So also in the studio right now, I'm going to bring him in right now. You may know him as the Abominable Bronco. I know him as Paul. Other people know him as Nacho. However you know him, this is the founder of the United in Orange Tailgate. The Abominable Bronco, Nacho, Paul Marciano. What's up, Paul? How you doing, Nacho?
Woohoo! Can you hear me? Good. Well, thank you for the intro, Cody. Nice to meet you. This is my second time on the show. Awesome. I'm not dressed up in my ghillie suit. The Abominable Bronco, a.k.a. Nacho, because of my last name, Marinacho. But I really started to, tap in on this podcast and really love what Johnny's been doing. And we got something very sweet for him, maybe at the end of the show. And, I'm not going to, the 53-man roster is great. I did some little tweaking today, and, who goes, who stays, who goes to the practice squad, where they go, nobody knows, but except for a couple days after cut day. So anyways, Johnny, take it away.
Oh man. Well, first of all, I hope you didn't get me anything, because, the gift is having you here on the show, my friend. But whatever you've got in store for us, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I'm so glad you both are here. It's going to be a fun night. We've got some really exciting things that we're going to be doing. And I think it's going to be a great freaking show. But before we do that, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. First, I'm going to hit the comments and show some love to our fans. We got Shy Vargas in the house coming in saying, hey. King Omari coming in saying good evening, although I think he got confused because today's Tuesday. That's okay. During the week, the days run together, man. The days always run together, right? We got JC Bear 1973
That's
saying hello. That's your mama?
Yep.
Hi, Mom.
Letting everyone know.
Glad she's here. We got Dave Full Glass Glassman coming in saying NRW crew. That's right. We got Bub is the GOAT. Hi, how's your day going? That's a new name to us, so I'm going to go ahead and toast them and say welcome to the Orange and Blue crew. Oh, I love it. And Tim Dog in the house saying, Cody, thanks for hopping the other night. Your comments meant a lot to Mile High Missy.
Tim, you're amazing. I love this community. It's an amazing community.
Well, we're trying to build a good one, man, and I think we're on the right track to be doing so.
Well, Broncos country is something special.
So yeah, it's definitely a special fan base, and we actually get a message about that later from a Broncos player, sort of. Bonkers Broncos coming in saying, "Oh, hey there." We appreciate you,
What's
Bonkers.
Up,
we got Bronco Tiz, the man, the myth, the legend, who's running the brand new orangeandbluenetwork.com, saying go Broncos. We have Brandon the Flamethrower saying hello or hello, and my name is Andrew Dingus. Okay. All right, we'll see where that one goes. But anyway, guys, this is the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast here on the Orange and Blue Network. We are a fan-led, built by fans, for fans network. And our goal on this network is to not only have intelligent takes, be able to talk ball, for real talk ball, but also to have such a damn good time that you feel like you've been hanging out with your friends. So when you run into us at the tailgate or at the game or even just out hanging out in public somewhere, you feel like you've known us forever. That's the goal. Because there are so many shows out there that just talk ball all day long, and that's fine. But we wanted to be a little different. We want you to know us and have some fun. So we appreciate that you're here. And if you haven't already, or if this is the very first time you're doing it, please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment, especially over on YouTube. Make your profile public on YouTube when you subscribe. There's a very good reason for this, because we are on the march to 1,000 subscribers. We are getting there quickly. And when we reach 1,000 subscribers, Orange and Blue Network is giving away this beautiful, authenticated, autographed Nick Bonito mini helmet from his rookie season in a beautiful mirrored display case. All you have to do is subscribe. Let your friends know so they can subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will be adding this beautiful piece of memorabilia to their Broncos collection. What have you got to lose? It's 2 clicks, and you have a chance, and it's valued at between $250 and $300. So I'm telling you, you guys want to do this. Go subscribe if you haven't. You can also catch us on X. You can catch us on Facebook. You can listen to the audio version of the podcast wherever you listen to your favorites. We have a new Orange and Blue Network TikTok as well that you can check out, and come check out the brand spanking new. It's a little over a week old. orangeandbluenetwork.com. It's wonderful. We got a lot of cool stuff on there. I'm going to show it to you here for just a second. bring this up. orangeandbluenetwork.com. Guys, I'm telling you, absolutely, you want to come check out our website. We have a lot of great stuff that's got access right here to the freshest videos. Down here, you can see we even have original music, courtesy. It's all about the Broncos too. Original Broncos music, courtesy of Infinity and Soulmate, that you can play on the page while you're reading an article or going through stuff. We have blog articles right here. I just wrote this one yesterday, and it's a pretty good read, if I do say so myself. But all the members of Orange and Blue Network will be contributing to these articles and to this blog. We have forums where you can go to start conversations and discuss things with the members of Orange and Blue Network and each other. It's a great way to build the community. You guys are going to want to be part of that too. And we're going to use this tonight, actually, for this show. We even have a beautiful brand new 53-man roster builder, which will allow you to go in and drag and drop the players that you want on your 53-man roster and then finalize that roster for later. Pretty cool little gadget, and I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. So make sure you check that out. Last but not least, I'm gonna hit up on one of the sponsors of tonight's show. We'll make sure that we get to the other here soon. My bad. My apologies. Last thing I'm going to go through before that, though, also make sure that you check out the other awesome shows on Orange and Blue Network. We have a full lineup, and it's awesome. Check this out. Mondays and Fridays, once the season begins, Isaiah will be doing film breakdowns on Orange and Blue Blitz on Mondays and Fridays in the morning. My apologies. That is the wrong graphic. It's supposed to say 12 p.m. I got to fix that. Monday evenings, you got the Broncos Bros. You got us on Tuesday nights. You got all Mile High Sports on the Mile High Sports Symposium Wednesday afternoons, Broncos Talk Wednesday evenings, and right after Broncos Talk, the Wild Wild West AFC Roundtable Show. That's a great watch too, by the way. Then on Thursdays, you've got the Mile High Outcast. If you need a little Spanish in your life, we got Viva Los Broncos on Fridays. On game day, we have 3 different shows. You got the Get Bucked Game Day show, the Bucking Booth Watch Party, and the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. And whenever there's breaking news, we've got the Orange and Blue Fresh Squeeze. All of these are available to you. All you got to do is come hang out with us and subscribe, guys. I'm just saying. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And then I'm just going to hit up one of our sponsors real quick, show them the little love, and then we will just get right on trucking. Got to show some love to the beautiful and amazing Lily over at Lily's Beauty Salon, 11776 Kearney Way in Thornton, Colorado. She is by appointment only, so call her at 720-210-7996. She has openings on Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., and on Sundays, 9:30 to 5. Guys, if you need she is a wonderful person, so sweet, so kind, does amazing work. And if you need a cut, trim, fade, or braid, go contact Lily so you don't catch no game day shade. All right. I'm ready, guys. Are you ready?
Let's go.
It's going to be a good time. All right, we got a couple of little, nuggets of news out here. First and foremost, I want to address something that happened today that, at least for me, was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. I live in the great state of Tennessee. And there is one person who you could probably consider absolute royalty in this state, and her name is Dolly Parton. And we got the news today that Miss Dolly Parton, unfortunately, passed away. And at the age of 80, and she will be absolutely missed. I don't think I've seen anyone with anything to say that wasn't kind in today after finding out that she passed. I think everybody, whether they're country music fans or not, mourns Dolly Parton today because she was just that amazing of a person. So Orange and Blue Network mourns. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton.
R.I.P.
All right. So we've given a little love there. Before we get to the 53-man roster build, I want to do kind of one of our fun segments with you guys, kind of addressing the last game. One of our segments here, we call it That's What He Said. And we just kind of hit on a few of the press conferences or interviews. And we just kind of like listen to a little bit of the audio and we just discuss it for a minute. And I kind of felt like after Friday's game, despite the fact that it came up as an L, the best thing that we saw was our starters, but especially getting to see, even if it was just one connection, the connection from Bo Nix to Jalen Waddle. What a moment that was, how exciting that was. So the entirety of this segment is going to be about, in one form or another, is going to be about Jalen Waddle. So that's what he said.
What did he say?
All right. So our first comment is actually, or our first interview will actually be Bo Nix. And these were his thoughts and feelings on what Jalen Waddle, or on the connection to Jalen Waddle, especially on that one play that we got to see.
When you hit Jalen Waddle, how great did that feel for you?
I kind of re-answer my first question. That was probably my strongest emotion after hitting him. You can't really explain the type of player he is. You just got to get out there and play. And when you throw him the ball, you just understand that it's a little bit different. And he's just a really great football player. He adds a lot to our team, not only on the field, but like we, just mentioned it jokingly on the sideline, but just him being on the sideline, his personality just gets everybody going. He's very exciting, and he's just got a great positive attitude out there. So he's going to be great for us.
All right, guys. So, Bo on Waddle. What do you guys think of what Bo had to say and what we've seen, the little bit that we saw from Waddle on that one play where we actually got to see him catch that ball? I'll start with Nacho on this one, if that's all right. Nacho, you go ahead, bud.
All right, yeah, good. Listening to Bo talk is just like a lot of people think. Such humble, such poise, and he's been in practice with him for the last 2 months. Seeing the connection now just goes into action. Now it's time. The pieces are connected. Now we're ready to roll. So that's pretty much it for me. Just I'm ready for the season to start. Friday against the Vikings, see that in full force. Oh man, we haven't had a threat like this for the last 10 years. I know something's great and all, but we had the quarterback or the receiver. So now we have Waddle and Nix. So, Cody,
yeah, absolutely, Cody. What about you, man?
I am so excited to see this duo for the foreseeable future, not just this year, but even the years to come. Because, no matter what happens with Courtland Sutton in the next year or two, we know that there's depth at that other wide receiver position. So there's nothing to worry about there. What we saw in one pass proves why we made the signing. You see him take, what was that, like a 20-yard catch or something like that, and add an extra 15 onto that, like it was easy. You see the slowing down and then the acceleration he made on that one route. It was beautiful. And I was just gushing after I saw that. I was just like getting all giddy. I was stomping my feet like a little kid. Man, I was just so excited. I was like, just imagine this for a full game instead of just,
one play.
I'm just saying, imagine if he had like 8, 9, 10 targets. How many of those are he, adding an extra 15, 20, 30 yards to, Yeah. I'm really excited to see, and I guarantee we're going to see it at least once or twice this year. There's going to be a slant. He's going to eat a little corner up someone, whether it's a rookie. He's going to eat someone this year, and there's going to be a slant taken to the house. Just wait for it. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Like his acceleration is insane, absolutely insane, and like the guy is a yak monster, and like. And what was fun about that was that we've been saying that, like, those of us on this network and other shows have all been saying that, like, he is that yak monster. And then on the single one pass that he took, it was apparent in that one pass that he's taken as a Bronco so far. I love that fact. I love it. I love it, Nacho. That's a good background right there.
That looks great.
But I think I maybe I don't know if was that the one in LA last year?
Yep, it was last year.
Yeah. I was gonna say I am somewhere in there. I don't know where, but I am in there somewhere.
Do you do those here in Vegas? Do you do them here in Vegas?
We're working on the one in Vegas, so.
Okay, because I will be at Broncos Raiders here in Vegas, so I'll be here. So if I see you, I'll see you.
But yeah, no, I absolutely loved what I saw from the Waddle route, and that brings up the next little press bit, and that would be from Sean Payton discussing that route. In this, Sean was asked if Jalen Waddle outran his route, like because he was too fast. But it's still a pretty fun little.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I wouldn't say a thing with the route. I loved it. Bryant wins, it's 3 different vertical seams. And when I was watching, I wouldn't have been surprised at all to see Bryant get the throw. Waddle got the throw. He won. I wouldn't say a thing about the route. I loved it.
Can a receiver run a route too early? Be too fast for it?
Sure, but that wasn't one of them.
Classic Sean Payton sassiness.
I like that little bit right there. I think it's fun and indicative of what we saw. But yeah, he definitely, Sean had a little fun with it. Yeah, sometimes, but that wasn't it. He was right where he needed to be for Bo to hit him, and it was fantastic. Sean seems to be gushing about him. Cody, what are your thoughts on what Sean had to say about the route?
I didn't see anything wrong with it either. That's what I'll say. We've heard Bo. I'll actually, lean towards Bo on this. I hope you don't have that clip lined up about Bo talking about it, but
I don't.
Okay, because Bo's talked about like the speed of Waddle. He's talked about that a little bit, and it's different for sure. It's because you can throw the ball and he can be completely. The anticipation with Waddle has to be on another level because the man is so fast. So you got to have great anticipation, and I think Bo's gotten into that a little bit, talking about Waddle's speed like that. In terms of Sean, though, I don't know. I think he's excited. I think he's gushing like we are too, guys. He's just trying to keep it contained.
Yeah. What do you think, Nacho?
Timing is everything, right? Waddle's fast beyond imaginable, right? So, all the practicing during training camp and stuff, they're refining their chemistry. They're just going to get better. If Bo's getting out too fast, Waddle might be going even faster, right? So there's that. There are going to be some issues with timing because, you're going to have some of these good defenses coming at us. So they're going to be like, wait, he's going way too fast. Now you got to slow down, Waddle. Like, can Waddle slow down?
Yeah.
So that's going to be something that we definitely have to keep our eyes on.
But one of the things I'd like to point out, given what Sean said there, it was a 3 vertical seams. And one thing I'd like to point out is that now you have Waddle on this team, and you have Sutton, and you have Franklin or Pat Bryant. You have this, pretty, in my opinion, pretty elite wide receiver core coming out. And having him on the field, even if you're not targeting him, even if he's going so fast he outruns the route, having him on the field, they're going to have to choose, who are we doubling down on? And when they double down on Waddle, who's going deep, that's going to open up more opportunities for Franklin and Sutton and Bryant and Mims, if Mims, remains on this team past the trade deadline. It's going to be an absolute it's going to open up so many things for this team. Just him even being on the field. And that is so
I would
exciting.
like to add to that, Johnny. I would love to add to that because I think that with Waddle, a lot of people are expecting, maybe a 200-yard game here or there. Don't be surprised if you see a 30, 40-yard game because they really do anything they can to lock him up. And that's when you're going to see those big from Pat Bryant. Pat has some great yak as well. We've talked about these guys. Marvin Mims, if he gets going, he can have some good yak. So I'm not necessarily concerned about, anyone in this case. Just don't be surprised if in these first few weeks you see you don't see the jump out the gate with Waddle because you see teams really locking in on him, and that's where you'll see Cortland and everyone else eat. I just want Broncos country to keep that in their back of their mind that if we see it, so does the other team's defense, and they're going to do anything they can to lock down on that guy as fast as they can. They're going to try to solve the Jalen Waddle problem as fast as possible, and that's going to create those opportunities early for these other guys.
What he will be is that tide that raises all ships. Like having him on the team opens up the opportunities for so many people.
I wouldn't be surprised if it takes at least a good few weeks into the season before he actually has a real Jalen Waddle breakout game, because you're going to see the defenses doing whatever they can. And again, that's why I expect Cortland to have some really good games these first few weeks, and then I think Jalen will be into that because they're going to really be trying to do whatever they can.
Yeah,
they know who has the most explosiveness in that wide receiver room, and they're going to try to stop that guy.
Absolutely. Any final thoughts on Sean Payton's bit there, Nacho, before we move on to the last one I've got for us?
No, that's good.
All right. Well, this one is Jalen Waddle himself, but in breaking from what we've been talking about, it's not about the route, it's not about the play, it's about Broncos country from Waddle's perspective. What he had to say about the fans, because ever since he came to Denver, he has seemed so excited to be here. But hearing what he had to say about being in Mile High with the fans is pretty awesome. So here's Jalen. Wait a minute. Why is that coming up, Sean Payton? Hang on. Let's remove Sean. There we go. Now we bring up, we welcome to the microphone, Jalen Waddle. Here we go. This is Waddle on Broncos country.
I ain't gonna lie, it was great, man. Broncos country was definitely outside for a preseason game. I didn't really see too many empty seats, so it kind of gave me a college vibe. It had chants and all these different things going on. Mascot was at the top of I was like, yeah, it's going down. So, it was great. It was great.
All right. So there we go, guys. So now we get to hear what he thinks about actually playing in Mile High, because he's never been on this side of it in Mile High, and he's so excited. Especially after Sean Payton's comments about so many fans cosplaying as seats in Atlanta. That's a fun little snippet. But to hear him say there was not that many empty seats. He was blown away by Miles at the top of the Jumbotron, especially at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and all the chants that we have in Denver, the incomplete chant and all the other chants that we have in Denver that make, he didn't have that in Miami. That wasn't a thing for him. So I think it sounded like he was super excited about how Broncos country does game day. What do you think, Nacho?
Oh, it's awesome. Like you said, seeing Miles up at the top of the scoreboard on fourth quarter, the energy of the crowd, for a preseason game, I was pretty impressed. We lost, but whatever. I think it's a win with the fans starting to realize Mile High Magic's coming back. And Waddle's he knows that Miami was good, but now he sees the light on a potential Super Bowl run and win. If we stay healthy, we got this. We just got to keep focused, and we're going to get this.
Absolutely. What do you think, Cody, about what Waddle had to say about us, the fans?
I could be wrong. I thought the preseason numbers were 66K, something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah. So George Montoya of the Broncos Bros, he was in attendance at the game. He said that when they made every game, every home game, they announced how many no-shows there were, and the whole crowd boos. Doesn't matter if you said there was only one no-show today. Everybody's going to boo the fact that somebody didn't show up. He said that there were 9,000 no-shows all told.
Oh wow!
When you consider it's a preseason game, is actually not that bad, to be honest.
I think that explains the price of my ticket to the Broncos Chiefs game. Then that explains it all.
Which one are you going to? At home?
I'll be at Broncos versus Chiefs week 8. I'll be at Broncos versus Raiders here in Denver. I'm here in Vegas. But yeah, I'll be in Denver for week 8 and the bye week.
See, I'll be at opening day in Kansas City, Broncos versus Chiefs on Monday night.
Nice.
I know Jay's gonna be on a little tear too.
Yeah, he and I are going together. Cousins meet. We as we meet up at least twice a year together.
You guys, it's good stuff.
But all right.
I told Jay he needs to adopt me because I want a Bo Nix jersey now.
I have one. And I mean, you can see I'm rocking my
He can
my
adopt
awesome
me.
Bo Nix throwback shirt. So, but
That looks great.
anyway, let's get some more comments and then we'll get into our roster build, gentlemen. Let me see here. We got a lot of people showing some love. Oh, Bonkers Broncos saying, I didn't even know you had a website because we literally just launched it last week. Bonkers. Actually, we launched it the day of the first preseason game against Atlanta. We launched it that morning. So it's brand new. Orange. It's so easy. orangeandbluenetwork.com. We got the .com. We didn't get the .net or the .tu. No, we got the .com, baby. It's real. And go check it out because it's real and there's going to be great stuff coming out. Like I said, I dropped a new article on there yesterday, and so far it's done well. And all the fun stuff that is going to be there and that we're going to be adding as time goes on. So make sure you go check it out since you've just learned about it. A lot of people showing love for Miss Dolly, saying rest in peace. Which, like I said, I live in Tennessee. I live like 45 minutes north of Nashville. And so I'm ready for like the state to like shut down for a whole day in memorial for Dolly. Like just like when the Queen of England died. Because in this state, that woman is the closest thing there is to royalty.
She could have ran for governor and won.
She would have won by a landslide. She wouldn't have even had to talk about the issues. If they heard Dolly's running, everybody would have voted for her. My 11-year-old son came home from school, and I told him that Dolly passed away, and he burst out in tears. That's just how much Dolly is loved in the state of Tennessee. So that's like I said, I'm waiting for Tennessee to go on like a statewide shutdown in memoriam of Dolly. Bonkers says Dolly Parton was a gem, not just music, so much more. Mike Carmelini, the host of Mile High Monsters, coming in saying, speaking of elite, this cast is elite. As is the guy who posted the comment. If you haven't ever checked out Mile High Monsters or the Denver Broncos media battles hosted by Mike Carmelini, of which I got to compete in an episode, go check him out. He is as real as it gets. And
He's
Mike
big time,
is
guys. He's big time.
Mike is good people.
He's creeping up on 10K.
Your mama's back in there, Cody, saying the energy at Mile High is insane. Love it.
It is.
Infinity and Soulmate popping in saying, been a long time since the Sheriff, but we're back if Bo stays healthy. Love that Infinity and Soulmate are in the comments. They are the writers and performers of all the original Bronco music that you can find on orangeandbluenetwork.com. And that also has a link that takes you directly to their YouTube where you can check out all of their music. Their stuff is top notch, and it's all about the Broncos. So go check them out. Infinity and Soulmate. Love them to death. Tim Dog saying, I'll be at all the games and watch parties. Denver life is great. Shai Vargas, I'm so glad to see Jalen Waddle doing the waddle in Denver. Antonio Acosta tells me the .net will work. So whether you go orangeandbluenetwork.com or orangeandbluenetwork.net, we got them both. So,
nice.
There you go. All right. So, guys, that'll do it for the comments for now. But I think it's time for us to do a 53-man roster build. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring our website back to the stage. All right. And this is a really cool tool on orangeandbluenetwork.com. You can come in. There is on this side over here on the you can't really see the mouse, I guess. Yes, you can. There it is. On the left side is the active roster, which, as you can see right now, is blank, right? But over here on the right is all the players who are currently on the Denver Broncos. All 93 of them are in here, and that includes the change that was made today. Ron Stone Jr. Coming to the Broncos, and Hakeem Butler getting waived.
Bye-bye.
So So it's such a simple tool. It's so awesome. You literally make your pick and drag and drop your pick at their position, and boom, they're on the roster for you. Pretty cool, right?
So much innovation.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reset it real quick, take Bo back off the board, but not that we really need to. So I'm interested to hear how you guys want to do this, because either we can like go position by position and we can come to agreements on who makes the roster, or if you guys really want, we can do a round robin where each of us choose a player at any position, drop them into the position, and then discuss. So it's up to you guys.
I think you can lead up on that, Johnny. I think you're good, just for time purposes. We could do some collaboration in between while you do that.
Right.
If we really disagree, we could put our 2 cents in.
Sounds good. Well, I'm going to ask for you guys, for your hang on real quick. All right, here we go. Yeah, Infinity and Soulmate thanks Viking faux show. For those who don't know, I'm the Mile High Viking, so you'll hear people refer to me as just Viking sometimes. So I guess what we'll just go position by position, and I'll ask you guys, who do you think makes the roster? You say it, and then we'll go until we'll discuss how many at each position we think make the roster first. Then we'll make our selections and drop them in. All right. So, guys, it's a really tough, really, really, really tough thing to say. Who makes it on the team as quarterback? I don't know if we can pick.
Cody, so I have, of course, Bo, but then I think Sam is going to take the number 2 spot. I think there's going to be something with Stidham. There might be some weird stuff going on, but Ehlinger is going to take the number 2 spot. Jared Stidham is going to.
All right. What do you think, Cody?
If I had it my way, man, we would be trading for a quarterback. But since there's no trades here, so we can't include that. Sadly, I'm just not as high on the backup quarterback situation as some others are. But in this case, I think you're rolling with. I don't want to say 3, but I guess 3, right? Are you rolling with 3, 2 or 3 guys? That's my question. Are you rolling with 2 or 3? That's
3. They did it last year. They're gonna do it again.
Yeah, it feels like that.
So,
and to me, it makes me feel gross because I just don't like the options at backup in general. But I understand. So yeah. There you go. I think it's fair to say go with the same QB room.
Okay, so all 3 of them make the roster in your opinion. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you here at the bottom. We also have practice squad and the IR and pup list. So this is just for our 53. We're going to at least do the practice squad too. But do you think that all 3 are on the active roster? Because I don't. I think at least one of them sits on the practice squad.
Well, probably Ehlinger, right? Ehlinger to the practice squad.
Who do we think? Yeah. Who do you think backs up Bo, and who do you think goes to the practice squad?
I think you guys are right. Stidham's going to be the backup, right, Cody?
I would prefer in this case Ehlinger just for something new, but it's probably going to be Stidham. So go with Stidham onto the roster. Go with Ehlinger to the squad.
Yeah, I hate it. I really do. I hate that. I have no faith, none, in Stidham after the AFC Championship game. I just don't. And what I saw of him this last week, still no faith. But I think I got to go with you, Sean Payton. He's a Sean Payton guy, and Sean Payton is loyal to a fault to his guys. So
that's your only option.
I think Stidham. I agree with you. Stidham goes as Bo's backup. All right, and then we'll take Sam Ehlinger, and Sammy Boy, as much as I wish he'd be on the 53, is going to be on the practice squad, at least for now.
Yeah.
All right, so that does it for quarterback. Now we're to the running back room, and I know that Cody's just itching to make his first pick to the running back room. So Cody, who's the first one that makes the 53 from the running back room, and first of all, how many running backs do the Broncos field on the active roster?
3 running backs. I'm not counting fullback in this, but we are keeping Prentice on the roster still. But yeah, I'm going 3 running backs: J.K. Dobbins, Jonah Coleman, R.J. Harvey. But put Jonah on there first for my satisfaction.
Okay.
Can you play my theme song? My Jonah Coleman.
Oh God, Jay's not even here, and I still have to listen to this thing.
Yes. As the vice president, I have to come and do my duties when the president's down, guys. And
I'm not even sure where he has that.
Oh man, I'm trying to follow party lines.
Oh, okay, I found it here just for you, Cody. I'll play it one time, and then I will not play it again during the show because, like I said, Jay's not even here to make me listen to it. And apparently,
maybe on the way out. Anyway. Maybe on the way out.
Yeah, likely not. But here we go. All right, just because I did that, whatever. When we are post show and we're hanging out talking for a few minutes, whatever I ask, you have to say yes. Anyway, here we go. So you asked for me to put Jonah Coleman. I'm going to ask while I'm doing that is Nacho. Do you agree with Cody's prediction of?
I do, 100%.
3 running backs.
Oh no,
Jonah
4 running backs.
4 running backs.
Ooh.
Okay.
McLaughlin is going to make it. McLaughlin, he put on about 20 pounds of muscle.
I understand.
He's been good for the last 2 years with Bo. He's helped cover when J.K. Dobbins was down. And I just think having 4 running backs to have that versatility in there is just going to add more flexibility for the run game.
See, to me, I just don't see a route that either Bidet or McLaughlin see the field. I mean, maybe due to injury, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I put all 4 on there, but this is where I get to be the tiebreaker. Like that's what that's why I love having 3 people when we do these kind of things, because if there's a tie, there's a tiebreaker. I think I agree with Cody. We carry Adam Prentice, and I don't think Sean Payton's going to want to carry 4 running backs plus a fullback because that
could see one of them hitting the practice squad.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be the tiebreaker in this. And I'm going to say we carry 3. So that's the votes go to 3. And
make sure we save this too. I want to see when final cuts come.
I will. But what we're gonna do now is quickly agree on which running of these 4 running backs is not on the 53, but makes the practice squad. So I have, I know Cody said he's got Jonah, RJ, and JK, right? As your 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree with that, but Nacho, do you think that Jaleel edges one of those 3 guys out?
No, I think he was the last guy, so he's number 4, if anything. But then then he makes the practice squad. Batty's gone, and then Cody, I don't know what they're going to do. He's probably practice squad.
Yeah. So here's the next question that I gotta throw it out there. If you put Jaleel McLaughlin on the practice squad, he's gone. He's going to another team like that.
Yep.
Guaranteed. So of the 2, we'll just leave Jaleel here for now. Of these 2, Tyler Bidet or Cody Schrader, which one of those 2 do you think gets played? It will say that Jaleel, let's just say Jaleel goes to practice squad and boom, he's gone. He's now on, he's no longer a Bronco. Tyler Bidet, Cody Schrader, which one makes the practice squad? Or both?
I go Schrader.
Bearing in mind, we only have 16 practice squad slots.
I would go Schrader just because of the fact that he's more of the bulkier back compared to Bidet.
All right.
And Bidet's had his time.
Yeah.
So Cody Schrader to the practice squad. All right. And like I said, we'll just leave Jaleel. I can't delete him without actually deleting him from our program. So
that's fine.
we'll leave Jaleel in place. And that does it. We only have 1 fullback. Adam Prentice, which to me,
fullback dive, baby.
Yeah. Do you agree, Nacho, that Sean Payton runs it back again with a fullback, even though they're pretty much a dead position in the NFL?
Yes. He likes
I do too.
I love me a good fullback, guys. During high school, I would take when we would play football at lunchtime. I was playing fullback, and I took a kid's knees out.
No kidding. Well, as I have reminded my cousin constantly when he wants to talk crap on fullbacks, I was a fullback. You know, my coach considered me a halfback, but either way, I was that 3rd and 1 guy. You know, like go play Red Rover with the defensive line, right? And all right. So we now have a grand total of 6 on the active roster out of 53 on the offense. I'm going to ask Nacho first on this one. Wide receiver. How many wide receivers? We have a deep room. How many wide receivers do the Broncos carry into the regular season?
This is where it gets spicy.
5 for sure, of course. 5.
Okay, Cody, do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I thought we were going to disagree and go like 6 or 7. I agree. I think it's obvious. It's Waddle, Cortland, Troy, Pat, Marvin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it would have to be. I was honestly going to put Jack over all of them, but no, I'm kidding. Although he has had one, that kid, give him his props. He's had a pretty good preseason so far.
Yeah, and he's possibly a practice squad guy.
Yep, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Squad is where you really get into the nitty gritty on that wide receiver room.
Absolutely. So we agree on the 5. It's Waddle, Sutton, Mims, Mims, Bryant, and Franklin.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So let me put them in here. Hakeem Butler appears to still be on here, which
bye Hakeem Butler.
Fixed, but
it was fun while it lasted.
But just because I as much as I love Sutton, I'm so excited to have Waddle on this team. I'm putting him as number 1.
It's respectable.
And then Sutton is 2. Although I would just honestly say because of their both of their abilities and Bo's connection already to both of them, I would honestly say that you couldn't really call one the number 1 or the other because there's going to be opportunities for both. As in my opinion, I'm going to go Bryant 3rd just because he's of the amazing camp that I do apologize. It kind of drags there for a second because of the amazing camp that he's had. I want to give him the 3rd slot. Oh, come on. Stop it. I apologize. It's doing this because I have it zoomed in for the show. So it like doesn't want to stay close put. Dang it.
Can you use the arrow key?
When I'm not zoomed in like crazy on this thing, it doesn't act like this. So I do apologize to everybody. When you go to use it, and I hope you are, guys, remember, this tool is right there for you to use. On OrangeandBlueNetwork.com. Go do it right now while we're doing this. And then throw in the comments who you put at these positions if they're different than ours or if you agree with us.
Maybe you have 6 receivers and we don't.
Yeah, maybe. But I put Pat Bryant as the 3rd. Then I honestly, do you think Mims would be the 4th or Troy Franklin?
I'm big on Troy, but I'm willing to delegate just based off of the noise from camp. If we're going all off of most recent camp noise, it makes sense to go Bryant, Mims, Troy. But Troy hasn't necessarily had a bad camp. It's just he's had kind of a quiet camp. There's 2 differences from a bad camp and a quiet camp.
Perfect. What do you agree, Nacho?
You know, you guys don't want to hear my thing on Franklin, so I'll just keep that hush. We'll wait for him to prove himself throughout the year, but I think he's down at the bottom. So I mean, yeah, he has a relationship with Nick, but I think there's more to Franklin that needs to come out for me to be 100% on him or just be all in.
Yeah, and I'm high on Franklin. We've seen progressional growth from Franklin each year. Last year, it was just there was some drops, and there was drops all around the board. So hopefully that's not an issue. But if Franklin keeps going at the trajectory that he's been doing, he's continuing to keep getting better. And either way, if he finds a spot on this team in the future, or if he's trade bait, he's going to grow into a great asset on the field, or if you trade him.
Okay. All right. Antonio Acosta, Bronco Tiz, the designer of this tool we are currently using. Thank you so much, Tiz. This is so much fun. It says share the roster. We will. As soon as it's done, we will share this. Chris Whitwright saying Humphrey, I think, makes it another Peyton guy. I honestly disagree.
He's out.
I think he's a practice squad guy if you can get him there.
Which we can. Oh, and he also says, "Oh, I'm doing it." So he's jumping on over right now to use the tool.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome.
He's gonna
let's
prove
go
us
ahead.
wrong.
Let's go ahead and pick our wide receivers for the practice squad. Do you think we have 14 slots left on the practice squad? So do you think that we carry 1, 2, 3 wide receivers on the practice squad?
Oh, who are you asking?
It does. Nacho, go ahead.
How you say this? Colby
Katzis.
Colby Katzis.
Yeah. He makes a practice squad, and then I want to say, I want to say Humphreys will make the practice squad if he doesn't get released. But
what do you think? What do you think, Cody? Is there a different name, or do you agree with both those names, or only one name? What do you think?
I think the discussion here is definitely: are you going with 2 or 3? And it's definitely Katzis from what you've seen. It's definitely either Humphrey or Bandy, but then who's the outside looking in that situation? Because I think Michael Bandy's done enough no matter what to stick around on the practice squad. But then you think about Lil Jordan Humphrey, and maybe you go 3 and you keep him. But I think Lil Jordan Humphrey, there's teams that may be after him after these final cuts.
Agreed.
That's just something that I'm keeping
my eye on.
We'll see
about that. I think I agree, though. I think I actually only go 2 wide receivers on the practice squad.
2's fair.
Because again, you only have 14 spots left on practice squads, so you got to be careful
between Katzis and then either Bandy or Humphrey.
Here's why I think it's not Michael Bandy, right? Michael Bandy was around and used for his returnability, like when Mims got hurt, right? Honestly, I think Katzis with a little bit more development will be far better than Bandy at that, and that basically takes away the skill set, or takes away from the need for Bandy. So I think if you're keeping Katzis on the squad, you're also, and I think you're keeping Lil Jordan Humphrey because, as it was stated by Chris Whitwright of the Mile High Sports Symposium, Lil Jordan Humphrey is a Peyton guy, so he's not going to let him go just yet unless the team snags him. So I think it's going to be. I think I agree. It's Katzis and Humphrey to the practice squad. Do you guys agree?
I agree with that. I just think that if anyone's in that outside looking in, making the discussion, it's probably Bandy or one of those other guys, I guess.
Sure. So let's go ahead and where is it? Where did he go? Here he is, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Let's take him down. And I do apologize. This is how the website is set up. This right here is our music player that has Infinity and Soulmates original songs on it. It just floats over the website at all times. So it's there. It's not in the way, in my opinion. You just got to work around it, right? So, all right. So that takes us now.
Get into some tight ends.
Tight end position. We now have 11 out of 53 on the active roster. So we got to bear in mind how many slots we have. If you have 53 men, you got to think you got to keep at least 3 of those for your special teamers, for your specialists. So call it 50. You can really only carry 25, give or take a little, on the from each side of the offense and the defense each. If you really, really think about it. So we got to be watchful of how we do this. But here we are at the tight end position. We have 11 on offense so far. So I'm going to Nacho first on this one. How many we had Chris Whitwright chime in a little bit ago and say, I think it's only 3 tight ends, Ingram, Troutman, Kroll. How many tight ends, Nacho, do you think we carry onto the active roster?
I'm going to say 4, only because they have Justin Jolie, right? So I'm picking Ingram, Troutman, Atkins, and Jolie. So those are the 4. Ingram and Troutman are definitely in, but Atkins has played too. So, and then Jolie, you're not going to get rid of Jolie. I'm saying 4.
What do you think, Cody? Do you agree or disagree?
Ooh, I like 3, but I like Ingram, Troutman, and then I want to say one of those rookies. I'm not I mean, I understand the reasoning behind either Kroll or Adkins, but I think you drafted one of those rookies for a reason, to push and maybe, push one of those guys out. I'm going 3, and I'm going Ingram, Troutman, and we'll go Jolie. I don't know if that's that's probably ambitious. So I'm honestly leaning more towards the other direction already with that. Maybe 4, just out of necessity because of how thin the room is. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't know if you can roll with 3, right?
Honestly, I agree with Nacho on this. It's 4.
Yeah.
I'm only going to go with that because of the injury issues we've had at tight end. I think you're going to carry 4. One thing you've got here is that Evan Ingram is a receiving tight end. He's not the greatest blocker. He's not a great blocker tight end. Lucas Kroll has good traits, not great traits for both. Same with Nate Adkins. And then Adam Troutman has kind of been, although I will argue that I think Evan Ingram was grossly underutilized and under-targeted last season. Troutman has been your most consistent tight end of the last 3 years. He knows the system. He knows Bo. Bo's got the connection to him. So I think you got to carry him. So honestly, I hate to say this. Okay, I'm going to do this because everybody has said something different on this. I'm going to go with Evan Ingram, obviously. Okay, do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Adam Troutman, obviously.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go with, let's pick together 1 rookie tight end and then 1 returning tight end, either from Lucas Kroll or Nate Adkins. Which one of those 2 do we pick? And from the rookies, Dolan Bentley, Justin Jolie. I don't think, obviously, it's not Caleb Lohner. Justin Jolie or Dolan Bentley. Which of those 2 do you think we carry from the rookies? So I'll start with Cody on this one. Which of the veteran tight ends, either Nate Adkins or Lucas Kroll, do we run it back with?
Nate Adkins.
I was saying Nate Adkins as well.
All right, and then of our 2 rookie tight ends, Justin Jolie. Is it Jolie or Jolly? I've heard both. I'm tired of
Jolie. So I'm particular to Jolie because he's from my high school. He's from and some of my high school coaches they actually coached him, and they're like, "This guy's insane," So I'm like, "Okay, tell me more, guys." So,
all right, what do you think, Cody? Bentley or Jolie?
Jolie.
All right, then we'll go with it. I was actually going to say Bentley because of what he showed us, but you guys beat me in the tiebreaker. So there it is. There's our tight end room: Evan Ingram, Adam Troutman, Nate Adkins, and Justin Jolie. That gives us 15 on the active roster so far, and we are past skill positions now. We're getting to offensive line. I'm going to go to Nacho first on this one. How many tackles do we carry?
Oh, damn! I cheated though. I used ChatGPT to do the offensive line. I picked 9, but of course we got Bulls and stuff. But we have 4 tackles.
Well, I mean, okay, so yeah, 9 would be a really good number for offensive line, considering we're at 15. You could right now we are at 15 with our offense, which based on that number, you could safely probably say that we would have at least maybe 10 because we have 10 positions left on the offensive side of the ball. But we also do have to consider special teams. Who do we add to our special teams? So, I mean, ultimately, out of 9, let's just call it for the sake of the argument for this, we have 8 positions for the offensive line.
Okay.
All right. So, given that, how many? If you have to put if you have 8 offensive linemen on the team, how many tackles do you think we carry? No, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me scratch that and reverse it. Let's go 9. So how many tackles out if you're fielding 9 offensive linemen?
Oh, I'm thinking 4. I just think it's McGlinchey, Bowles, Palczewski, and Crum, because Crum and Palczewski give you that flexibility to go inside. So with guard, you only need to go with 2, I think.
Okay, what do you think, Nacho?
Exactly the same, but I'm changing Forsythe for Crum. I'm going to switch that one up. Forsythe has a little bit more experience coming in. So
I love me some crumble cookie, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, right now here on our list, Forsythe is listed as a center.
Yeah.
So of the ones we have listed at tackle, we have Matt Bowles, McGlinchey, Palczewski, Crum, Miller, and Holsky. So if you say we're carrying 4 tackles, specifically tackles.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
How many specifically tackles are we carrying on this team?
4.
4. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this right out the gate. Obviously, Bowles. I mean, top one, NFL top 100, right? Pro Bowler, all that. And then obviously McGlinchey. Those 2. Yeah. All right. So of the tackles left on the list, Pert, Miller, Palczewski, Crum, and Holsky.
Okay. I'm looking. Sorry, I was looking at something else.
No, you're good.
Palczewski. Definitely for sure.
Palcho.
Okay. Palcho, you both agree. I agree as well. And then we have, if we're carrying 4, who else do we have?
I think the discussion is with Frank Crum.
Yeah, Frank Crum. All right. So there it is. There's the tackles the team is carrying, and of course, like you said, Palcho and Crum, both of those guys can easily slot in as an interior offensive line as well. So that gives us some wiggle room there. All right. So that gives us 19 on the active roster. We have 6 active roster spots on the offense left. So we still have to pick our guard and our guard between guards and centers. How many guards specifically by name do we carry? Cody.
Miners and Powers. That's why I like our tackle choices, guys, is because you basically have 2 tackles who can play guard.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think? Do you agree there, Nacho?
I think you need the extra help at center. This is why we're planning ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cody.
All right. Okay, so do you agree on those 2? Miners and Powers is our 2 guards.
Yeah, I saw them last year. They were looking good. Ben Powers is a beast.
All right, that gives us what do we see? 6 on the offensive line right now. Taking us up to, I believe, what are we at now? 21 on the offensive side of the ball.
In terms of numbers, we're looking good.
I think so. I want to bring this up before we pick center. How about what does everybody think of Cage Casey? I mean, this kid's new, he's young, but he is an all-around offensive line guy. He can literally play all positions on the offensive line. Do you think we carry him, or do you think he goes to the practice squad?
My roster said that I put him on there, so I did a little bit of work beforehand. So I even did a little bit of analysis. Go ahead.
I think that I agree, honestly. Like I said, the guy, he's versatile, and I think that Sean Payton and Davis Webb will appreciate that versatility, his ability to go in at any position that we would need him to. He is young and he needs the experience.
At all?
Huh?
Has he gotten any run at center at all? Do you know?
He has in practice, and I know he did a lot of it in college.
Okay.
So, I mean, the real question, obviously he would have to practice up. He'd have to have a little more practice. But I do think, at the very least, he makes the roster just because of his versatility at any offensive line position.
Well, you guys outvote me, so.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and drag him over here. That gives us 2 spots left on the offensive side of the ball, really, realistically, I believe. Hang on. Let me count these. Where are we at? We got 2, 5, 6, 11, 15, 19, 21, 22. So realistically, 3 offensive spots left, and that's if we're using a lot of these guys for our special teams as well. which I think most of them will be, some of them will definitely be doing. So, All right, so it's center. Who we have at center is Luke Wattenberg, Alex Forsyth, and Michael Dieter. Obviously, Wattenberg and Forsyth have had some injury concerns in this preseason. But I think we have to carry at least 2, don't you?
Yep.
So I think I think I can honestly just skip over the pleasantries on this one and just say I think we all 3 would probably agree it's going to be Wattenberg and Forsyth.
Yes. I agree.
And for Michael Dieter.
And you hope that they handle these injuries and get them under control now.
Yeah. And then we really have maybe one more spot left in terms of our offense if we wanted to. So is there a player left at any one of these positions that we haven't already picked that you would be okay moving over? Or would you prefer to save it and run it back with an extra position on defense?
That's probably what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat on that one. I would carry these
inside linebacker depth.
Inside linebacker or cornerback. But yeah, I agree. Let's hold on to that, and we're now carrying 24 on our active offensive line. All right. With that, we're at an hour and 6 minutes. We usually go for about an hour and a half, but there's no set time limit on the show. Do either of you have a time you have to go?
No, I'm here all night.
Yeah, I'm here all night too.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, I just want to make this. I just got to make the announcement in a little bit. So,
okay. Well, I'd like to show love in 2 ways. Before we go on to the defense, I think it's time to show some love to the other sponsor of Orange and Blue Network for the show tonight, and that is Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You guys, you can find Dubby you can find the link for Dubby in the bio below, dubby.gg. It takes you over to Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. Dubby comes in a multitude of amazing flavors. It's got enough energy to kick you in the butt and get you going on your day and keep going on your day without the midday jitters or the afternoon crash, because Dubby has absolutely no sugar in it. It also has no calories, maltodextrin fillers, or artificial colors. It's all natural, nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics, and the caffeine in Dubby is derived directly from the coffee fruit. So it's as absolutely natural as it can possibly be. It's good stuff, it tastes good, and it does its job. So I'm telling you, you want to go get the Dub. I am partial to the beach and peach flavor. Jay, my cousin and normal co-host, is all about the Galaxy Grenade, but there's Dub Sludge, which is like a green apple. There's even a s'mores flavor that you mix with milk. Pretty cool stuff. Awesome brand. So go check out Dubby. Punch in code OBN10 at checkout to get 10% off your order and let them know that Dubby sent you. The other love I'd like to show right now is to Mr. Paul Marinaccio himself. I put this up here so that you could shamelessly plug the United and Orange Tailgate. Would you please, sir, tell us a little bit about the United and Orange Tailgate?
Awesome. United and Orange Tailgate's been doing tailgates for over 18 years. I believe this is our 18th year. Initially, we started against the Chargers and the Broncos down at Qualcomm. It's continued to flourish with amazing, the fans. You see like Poppy's Barbecue. People are starting to come in, and now we have MVP Merging Vets and Players. So this is a nonprofit for veterans and professional athletes to overcome some challenges. The tailgate's based on charity nonprofit. All you can eat and drink for $35 for a child, $55 for an adult. That's going to be at San Francisco. We also have one for the Chargers game on the 11th, the following week. There's a flyer. You can go look at United in Orange Tailgate on Facebook or Instagram. You can also find us on TikTok. I just started that one. And we're going to start looking at the Vegas venue for December 20th. More to come. Follow us, like and share, I guess. But you'll see us at the game with orange and blue, baby. Thank you.
And as someone, I'm just gonna shamelessly plug you here for a second there, Nacho. As someone who has been to this tailgate, the price of those tickets is worth every penny. All right, this tailgate is more than a tailgate; it's an experience. All right,
Yes.
The food is phenomenal. It's all you can eat food, and it's phenomenal. The drinks they are flowing like the River Jordan. All right, and there is fun for the kids. There's I believe there was cornhole and some other stuff there that the kids could do and have fun. Picture opportunities, photo opportunities, and okay, I'm gonna plug this real quick, Nacho. When I was there in LA, there were way more Broncos tailgates than there were Chargers tailgates at the tailgate in Los Angeles. However, I made my way around a bunch of them before I ultimately stayed at United and Orange.
Yeah.
And I will say this: every tailgate's fun, and everybody does their own thing out of their trunk and out of their tailgate, and it's fun. But these are the away games, guys. So these tailgates, there are so many Broncos fans. You see the picture behind Nacho right there. I'm in that picture somewhere. There are so many Broncos fans hanging out in one place. You can't. But like right before the tailgate ends, you can't move around comfortably because there are so many of us there. But it is still so much fun because it's all Broncos fans in one place. What an experience it is. So I'm telling you, if you're going to any of the away games and you're following Paul and the United and Orange tailgate on any of his social medias there for it, he's going to be putting out whenever one of these tailgates is going to be happening. And if you're going to be at that game, it's worth it. Trust me.
Yeah, let me chime in too again on that. So listen, the tailgates drives only because of fans. And a lot of people look at the price and say, I'm not going to pay $50 or $60. It's, we all know you go into the stadium and you're paying $40. You're not getting the type of, environment.
And that's for 2 beers. That's just for 2 beers.
But you know what? If you don't want to pay the price, if you want to at least come by, swing by and enjoy the music, we're not one of those tailgates to where like, oh, you didn't pay, don't come by. We want you to come by. We need you more than we need your money, right? We don't care about your money. This is going towards charity. I don't get any money. MVP is the winner. So this is the thing. We tailgate. We have fun. It's a win-win. So we make the money for MVP. MVP uses that money for veterans and for professional athletes. Let me just give a little plug for MVP. It took me a while to understand what MVP was. Merging veterans and players. Veterans of the military, veterans of first responders, but professional athletes, right? We share some of the same common bond when we get a dynamic separation of purpose, right? So imagine a professional athlete, all they know is football. Like these guys that are getting cut in a couple days. Their whole life from being a child was to get into the NFL. They're going to have a Monday through Friday job potentially and never see the field again. That's a dramatic separation of purpose. They've always wanted to. So what MVP does is helps them cope with them. They don't ask for money. They're there as a resource to help them. Veterans, we all know how some of the veterans things happen in the veterans' lives. They help them as well. So there's a lot of great things that they're doing.
Very similar. It's very similar. As a veteran myself who, transitioned out of the military way ahead of the time that I intended to, due to injuries sustained.
Gotcha. Thank you for the plug, though.
Yeah, losing my purpose there was devastating. And so I love this program, and I love that it goes to it, guys. I'm telling you, go check it out. All right. And of course, I was going to plug you, Paul. I was going to plug you whether you were on the show or not. But you were on
Can I
the show,
add on to that? I would love to add to that real quick, man.
Please do.
Paul, I hope you do, I hope you really do the one here in Vegas, because I need a tailgate to go to for that game, and I will gladly be there. And then if there's anything you need from me, let me know. I'll help out in any way I can. I'm here in Vegas, Vegas based. So if there's anything you need help, hell, if you need help lifting or carrying things, I got you, man. I'll show up and I'll carry stuff for you. So if you need any help,
buddy. You heard that, Johnny. He's on the hook.
He's hooked, man. All right. So a couple more comments, then to the defense. Keith Brugman, my dear friend over at Rocky Mountain Sports Network, got to be on his show on Saturday night, and it was an absolute blast.
Keith's awesome.
He says, Adkins and Prentice are my biggest questions in this area. I think I would agree, honestly.
They do similar things, but one of them's listed as the fullback.
Yeah. It's interesting.
That's the only difference for me.
Yeah. And then Ace Boogie 302 comes in and says, trade proposal. This is an interesting one. Trade proposal. Broncos received defensive end Will Anderson. The Texans received defensive end Enyoma Uwazurike, a 2027 and 2028 first-round picks. Whoo!
Crazy.
Too rich for my blood. Too rich for my blood there, pal. If the Texans are getting our next...
The Texans giving up Will Anderson.
I don't either. And at the same time, like 2 first-round picks for a defensive end, that's hot. That's just too much capital.
I could do one.
If you were going to package, if you're going to package Uwazurike, if you're going to package any and maybe our 2027 or our 2028, as one pick and the player, and they were on board with that, I'd take it. But giving up 2
across from Nick Bonito, just think about it. The pressure, the 4 offensive tackles, if that were to happen, that'd be crazy.
It would be absolutely freaking phenomenal. But at the same time, I just can't see giving up 2 first-round picks plus a guy that we've developed who is slated to make a hell of an impact this season.
Oh, I saw that Matt Henningsen comment in the Matt Henningsen comment. Very sad for Matt Henningsen. I was really excited for him. And sadly, each year with these injuries on Matt Henningsen, it's right as he's having a great camp. The story leading up to each injury was he's having a great camp, and then this happens. So maybe he needs to have bad camps so he can stay healthy, because this is crazy. I feel bad for the man because it's both Achilles, one after the other each year. It's not the same one. It's both of them now. I don't know how you come back from that.
Sucks. I'm going to pull up this one next. Our dear friend over at the Fired Up Tailgate, Mile High Missy, love Missy. She comes in saying, "Hi guys, hey Missy, I know that you jumped on the post game show after I left the other night. If you want to come in, just shoot. Just let me know. I'll send you the link. You can join us for the back end of our 53. We got LSLS P6N saying, giving back to those who gave so much for us, win-win situation. Our good friend over there at Mile High Sticking, Graham Tidekey, coming in saying, good evening, fellas. What's up, Graham?
Good evening.
See you. Graham says, excited to hear how Johnny says my last name tonight. Just playing. Did I say it wrong? Tidekey?
Johnny, can I tell you, Johnny, you have not said my last name correctly.
Is it Chepa or Chepa or what is it?
It's Chepa. It's
Chepa. Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I
don't think much of it.
Well, I know, but I am such a stickler for saying a last name properly. I apparently hadn't been saying Paul's last name the right way either.
Still.
And as soon as he said it right tonight, I was like, oh, because nobody ever gets my last name right, and it drives me nuts.
No, it's okay, because when I type it, you start typing it, and then autocorrect automatically suggests cheap, and it's like, bro, you don't gaslight me. I know I'm cheap.
Yeah, well, you're also a ginger. I mean,
yeah,
could you have it worse? I'm just kidding.
I have to be cheap if I'm a ginger, because if I have a pot of gold, you think I'm just spending all that gold willy nilly? No.
Yeah.
But no, nobody ever says my last name right either. At least, that hasn't watched the show long enough to learn it right.
Balaki?
So it's Baki.
No, I know.
but people are constantly. It's John. Can I please speak to John Backey or John Bakai?
Bakai. Wow.
No, sorry, there's no John Backey here. I think you have a wrong number. But anyway, I digress. Right. Let's get to the back end of this. Defense, baby. All right. So let's roll through. By my calculation, we only have 24 on the active roster right now. Nice, love it. I love that thing. We have 20, so we have 24 on the active roster, giving us a grand total of 28. Well, sorry, not 28. 26 left. Besides our three. Why don't we just get this out of the way? Let's get this out of the way. We're at 24. Let me go down, and let's go ahead and move our specialty positions over.
Good job.
Let's just get that out of the way. Do you guys agree? I mean, I feel like it's a huge battle in camp for kicker, don't you?
No, I wanted to know what your thought is on Mitchell Fabroni versus Luke Basso. That's the conversation at long snapper, right?
Yeah. So do we agree Crawshaw and Lutz automatically? There's no doubt because they're the only two.
Fabroni. I'll go for Fabroni at long snapper.
What about you there, Paul? For Fabroni at long snapper?
Fabroni.
Fabroni. I
go with the Italian. Hey.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like you have to when you say his name, Mitchell Fabroni.
Stunard.
But we'll go ahead and throw those three in there. So now we're sitting at 27 on the active roster. All right, which gives us 23. 25. Shoot, I'm so bad at math. Do you guys see this? It's just embarrassing. We have 27, which means we have 26 players we can bring up on defense. All right. I apologize. I am bad at math when I'm not tired, and I'm tired. So we'll go this way. Let's just go ahead and start right here at here we go. Okay, here we go. We are at defensive line, okay? I think pretty obviously Zach Allen makes the team.
Yes.
I think it's not even there's not even a question on
he makes
that.
Them.
So let's move Zach Allen over. Then we have Enyoma Uwazurike, Jordan Jackson. How many defensive linemen do you think we carry? Not defensive end, not defensive tackle, and obviously not our outside linebacker position.
Yes.
How many do you think we carry from just defensive line?
I will say this. I think that Jordan Jackson needs to make this team. That's what I'll say. I've been high on him last year and this year. I want him on this team, and I think Any makes this team. So if I had it my way, I'm taking Any and Jordan, and then we're moving on to D-end. But that's up to you guys. I want to know how you feel about Jordan Jackson before you just give me my option.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Jordan Jackson and the other guys, so I'll take what you guys have.
I have to agree with Cody on this one.
I love having a deep rotation. I just love it. It can really help you out. Ever since the Eagles had that 6 or 8 man rotation against the Patriots, the Nick Foles Super Bowl, that D-line rotation was something to really admire because guys could come in fresh all the time. And I just love Jackson, Uwazurike, and Allen. Uwazurike.
Where'd he come from?
Who, Jordan Jackson?
No, Uwazurike.
Oh, Uwazurike. Where did he come from when we drafted him? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. No, I thought he was already playing. Okay, I thought he got traded.
Oh no! We drafted him. We drafted him back in 2023 or 24. But he was out his entire rookie season for a gambling scandal that happened while he was in college. So he was suspended his entire rookie season. And then he came back and he was a rotational player behind JFM and Malcolm Roach and those guys. So
okay, cool. Sorry.
No problem at all. But okay, we got I agree. Jordan Jackson's had such a phenomenal camp. He's got to be on the roster. And I think Enyomo Azarike has paid his dues, and he's slated to take over starting snaps from in the vacant John Franklin Myers position. He is an animal, and so we'll see. And then obviously Zach Allen, it's annoyingly obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that gives us 30 on the active roster now. All right, so we can move on from the defensive line. We'll go to defensive end. You got Savion Jones, Matt Henningsen, and now Ron Stone Jr.
If any of them, obviously Henningsen's out, and then Stone just got here. So if anyone's making that team, it's probably Jones.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. He's the only one I'm confident saying. Enough of these guys, the defensive lineman can slot into the defensive end position.
It's like what we were talking about with tackle to guard. And even some of those tackles have flexibility even at center if you really need to. Like with Palcho, sure. I bet in a pinch he could probably do it.
I agree 100%. And yeah, like you said, Ron Stone, he's coming up today, literally today, from the UFL, replacing his UFL counterpart in Hakeem Butler. At least in terms of roster spot, we don't.
You got to keep one of them on there at all times.
No, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't.
Well, it's going to be fresh, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I liked Hakeem Butler, in the UFL, but he just didn't work out here. And Ron Stone, I think he's honestly just here to create some camp competition for the last.
Yeah, with what's left.
I don't think he's going to be ready for an NFL game.
Just
I don't.
Sadly,
he's a camp body. So yeah, I think the only one that makes it here in defensive end is Savion Jones. What do you think, Paul?
Savion Jones for sure. I'm ready for him.
Yeah, he's been special since we drafted him last year. So I think I'm really excited to see what he does this year as well. Now we can go to defensive tackle. Now this one is where it might be a little more dicey. You obviously have Tyler Onyedem, our rookie, who has had an amazing camp, and the guy's got arm length for days. You got Tyler Onyedem, you got DJ Jones at nose tackle. I think DJ. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think DJ Jones is an obvious lock.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and drop him. Let's go ahead and drag him over here.
I argue that same is for Malcolm Roach and Tyler, right? We can maybe agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Malcolm Roach.
And with Tyler, I think the draft status and then all you've heard from camp, no matter what, he's making this team. And we've seen it a little bit too already.
Yeah, we did. We have in the preseason. He looks amazing.
Pressure machine.
And I'm really excited about this kid. So you agree, DJ Jones, Malcolm Roach, Tyler Onyedem, the three of them all make it. Do we think either of these gentlemen, Jordan Miller or Christian Williams, make it? I honestly think one of them is going to the practice squad, and the other one.
I think it's Jordan Williams going. I mean, Jordan Miller going to the practice squad, probably.
All right.
That's just me.
What do you think?
I haven't been following these guys, so
fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and just drop Jordan Miller there. On the
line guys. Love me some depth guys.
Absolutely. All right, so that basically on the defensive line, technically, right, gives us 7 defensive linemen aside from our pass rush, our outside rush. I think that's a good number. Honestly, I think that putting Savion Jones as the only one as officially defensive end, but these guys here, they can all play that defensive end position.
Yeah.
I think carrying these 7 is a safe bet. What do you agree?
And again, I think it's a safe bet, but I will also say Jordan Jackson of all of them is like the real extra cushion in there. If you really think about it, because all of them really felt like they were going to maybe make the team, but then I think Jordan Jackson's the one that's like, oh, hey, he made the team. I think he's going to make it because of just you want to keep that depth. And again, 7's a good number. We could have went 8, but I think we got some going to the practice squad and stuff. There's not that much to worry about that. We're going to need to be thinking about these spots when it comes to corner.
Agreed. So that puts us at 34. 34 on the active roster right now between offense and defense. What's up?
I read Jay's comment. I bet Jonah Coleman can play deep defensive line. There it goes. It pops up there.
Probably in a pinch, Jay. I wouldn't put it past our Lord and Savior.
Yeah,
dude, he is 5'8". Putting him on the defensive line, he's going to die.
He played the song.
He's going to be wiped off the shoe of an offensive guard. Are you kidding me?
We'll have Jonah Coleman blitz off the edge like Jaquan. We'll have him blitz off the edge like Jaquan.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you do that. We'll see how that ends up. All right. All right. So that gives us our defensive line. Now we got to do our pass rush, our outside linebackers.
And this is where we needed some of those spots as well.
Yes, we have to be careful here because we don't want to overpick. We're at 34. How many, Cody, I'm going to start with you. How many pass rushers do you think that we carry on this active roster?
5. And, Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, Hugh Robinson, Jonah Ellis, Dondre Tillman.
Okay.
Those are the people I had as well. Wow.
You had all 5 of them there, Paul?
Yeah, I had the same ones.
All right. So we'll go Nick Bonito first because that's obvious. Of course, we have to consider the fact that Jonathan Cooper, he makes the team, but who
knows what could happen?
Somebody else might be. Who knows what could happen? I honestly think we're going to hear from the league this week.
Mm-hmm.
If not right after the like next week, right after the last preseason game before the season opener, that he's going to be suspended. I mean, the fact that he hasn't served, that it hasn't been announced at all by the NFL, I don't see any scenario where he's not suspended at some point.
That being said, Johnny, I would say that primes up Johnny Walker to go right to the practice squad because you're going to need to eventually fill that spot if something happens.
Agreed.
Because everyone's going to move up in the future. So I think that if we're picking a practice squad guy, it's probably Johnny Walker. Son McCullough, guys, he barely got any play all camp. He barely played.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, he's to me, McCullough is just another camp body.
Yeah, well, he barely even hit the field too, which was very disappointing in his time.
For this Jonah, I'll go ahead and play your theme song one more time because I love this Jonah.
I love both, Jonah.
All right. I know. I'm sorry. I cut you short there.
We need to play it for an hour loop.
An hour loop. I would probably drink myself to death. I'm going to be honest. Just
pick a nice little orange and blue background and then play it for an hour, like how I've done on my channel with the late night music stuff. Just do that. Then make it the Jonah song.
I don't know how old you are, Cody. And I know Paul's older than me. But I don't know if you all remember the TV show Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Cartoon Network.
I'm in my Dexter phase right now. Can't you tell?
Yeah, for real. You kind of look like him, actually, now that you mention it. But if you I don't know if you ever saw the episode where he tried to learn French overnight by creating like a record player that would play French phrases ears all night. And it went haywire and just played, I would like a cheese omelet in French over and over and over. So that the next day, all he could say for anything was omelette du fromage. Cheese omelet for everything. I feel like if you made me listen to that song on an hour loop, that's all I'd be able to say. People would be like, hey, Johnny, how's your day? I'd be like, go, Jonah.
Nice.
All right, let's go. So I agree. Five pass rush because that's one of those positions that you got to keep strong, and also injuries happen. Knock on wood. But
and also, who knows what happens with Cooper?
And who knows what happens with Cooper? So now let's go inside linebacker. We are at 39 active roster spots taken now. We only have 14 left. So. We definitely have to consider our safeties and our cornerbacks as well, which
I think for me where it gets interesting for us all.
This is where it gets dicey. So I'm going to start, if that's okay with you guys. I'm just going to drop a name here that everybody seems so down on, but I still love him, is Alex Singleton. He makes the squad. It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll defend Alex Singleton for a second. People were really pissed about that signing. He's the best like run stuffing inside linebacker in the game, guys. He really Cam Scatterbo even said it on Cam Scatterbo said it online. Like, what was his welcome to the NFL moment? It was that huge hit that Alex Singleton laid on him. That was his first big moment, and people need to know you're not sending a Singleton out there to go cover everyone. It just so happens that's how the game evolves, and you end up having to cover someone in a pinch. But most of the time, you're not sending him out there to cover. You're sending him out there to really stuff that run. And with this D-line, that just allows him to eat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Shai Vargas coming in saying, I got my roster done. Shai, share it with us. I think the share button should be on the page. If it's not, I will hit up our website manager, to make sure a share button gets added.
Let us see it.
But we would love to see your finished roster.
I would love to see it too.
All right, so we all agree on Alex Singleton. How many inside linebackers? We have 39. We're at 39 right now. How many inside linebackers do we carry? Cody says 4. Paul, what do you say?
I say 4-2.
All right.
Now it's
so we got
4, right?
Yeah. So we've got Lavelle Bailey, Red Murdoch, Taurean York, Justin Strnad, Jordan Turner, and then we have Karene Reed and Drew Sanders.
Can you put my guy Justin Strnad where he belongs already? I think we agreed with that one, right? Sternad's obviously going over there.
Okay. All right. I would agree.
I expect a big year from Strnad, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw
Red Murdoch over there too.
Thank you. I was going to say Red Murdoch has had such a phenomenal preseason. You got to put Red over there.
So, Johnny, this is similar to the tight ends where we were like, you could go a rookie and a vet. I think that's where you're going with this inside linebacker room. Some people think you can double down on rookie with Taurean York. I think if you're going Red Murdoch, you double down with one of these vets. And that would be Karene Reed, right? Because Lavelle Bailey's out with injury.
Yeah, Lavelle Bailey's out with injury. Poor Drew Sanders, dude. He's out with injury. I mean, yeah, it's got to be Karene Reed, right? I mean, Taurean York has looked great. Don't get me wrong.
And
I honestly think York goes practice squad. Jordan Turner had a decent preseason, but I think he gets cut. Karene Reed has had quite an impact in the preseason. He's had a great camp. He tipped he tipped the ball that was ultimately returned for a pick six by Jahdae Barron. And if he had been even a millisecond faster on getting his hands around it, would have been an interception by him. So I think I agree. You got to give it to Karene Reed.
Yeah, you go one rookie, one vet.
That works for me. So there's our 4: Singleton, Strnad, Murdoch, and Reed at inside linebacker.
Yeah.
Which takes us up to 43 active spots taken on the roster, and we still have and all we have left is cornerback and safety. So, the obvious starter to me has to be Sean Fresh Jr., right? No, kidding.
Yeah. Get PS2 over there.
Yeah, we don't even need to ask, right? I mean,
Pat Surtain, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Inarguably, in my opinion, I mean, obviously I'm wearing my orange glasses, but inarguably the best quarterback in the game. Obviously, we don't know the status of Riley Moss, but I gotta think he makes the team, right?
And he's gonna be your quarterback to start the season, no matter what.
You agree, Paul? Even with the rib injury he sustained, he'll make the team. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like McMillan.
But... yeah. Okay, I didn't ask this. How many I'm going to ask Paul first. How many cornerbacks do we carry? We are at, what did I say? 43.
I do 5.
So 5 cornerbacks, which would take us up to 48.
I know there's a 53-man roster. So,
well, these guys have special teams abilities. So,
yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Cody? Do you agree with 5 or do you go with 6 or 4? I think 4 is too low personally. I can get on board with 5 or 6. So, because like you said, most of them have special teams ability as well.
Yeah, I'm going 6. I'm going 6. And if Jahdae Barron did not have the draft pedigree he had, if he was a 4th or 5th round pick, he would be not making this team. I'll say it out right now. If he was a third, fourth, fifth round pick, he's not making this team this year. But because of where he was picked, he is easily going to make the team still. So give me Jaquan, give me Jade, give me Chris Abrams-Draine, and then give me my guy, Sean Fresh.
Okay. All right. I agree with Cody on this one. We're at 43. I agree. We carry
Barron had a pick six. I agree.
I agree. We got to carry 6 cornerbacks because that is the one position where injuries happen the most often, and we have such depth there. And these guys, a lot of these guys are very versatile. I think that some of these guys, if we had safety issues, can easily slot down to safety and play that position if we needed them to. So yeah, I agree 6. So I'll break that tie. Sorry, Paul. And
no,
yeah,
I agree you guys want.
I agree with Tiz here. You know, Barron did have a pick 6. You can't take that away from him. He had a pick 6 in the preseason.
I understand, but
he had the Jets. The thing is, I think I'm going to defend Jahdae Barron here for just a second, Cody. I honestly think just very similarly to Evan Ingram last year. My opinion on Evan Ingram. I think Jahdae Barron in his rookie season with the Broncos was grossly underutilized. I think if we saw more of him last season, that question that you said if he would even make this team wouldn't even be a discussion.
Yeah,
I think he's got that much natural talent. It's just he was grossly underutilized. So
I've said it with Jay. Yeah, I've said it with Jay that I wish that they would let him float around like they did at Texas. Let him float around. And also, I think that he could really be like when you're really worried about, let's say you take a hit to that inside linebacker room, send him out there with the ILBs. That's your new like running back tight end guy. Because he had a great interception on Dallas last year covering, I think it was their tight end. And then he had a pick 6 called back against the Chiefs covering Kelsey. It was called back. Yeah. So
he covers the middle of the field very well.
Yeah, let him float around, or just send him out there in some of these packages. Cover those linebackers, those running backs. If you're really worried about having the linebackers in vulnerable position, that could help shore up some of that.
Agreed. All right.
So I agree with Paul, you. Underutilized.
Yeah, Paul. Do you think that the 2 that Cody said, the remaining 2, Chris Abrams-Draine and Sean Fresh, is a good?
I didn't really know much about Sean Fresh, but hey,
he's been returning.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say he's had a lot of utilization in this preseason on special teams, and to me, that's why he makes the squad. He gets put in as a cornerback to save the roster, for the roster spot, but we see him mostly on special teams, and if you see him on the field as a cornerback, something has gone very wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I got to give it to my man Chris Abrams-Draine, MIZZOU alumni, baby. So gotta love him. And then Sean Fresh. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of weird, Cody. I'm a Mizzou alumni. I've got the CU Buffs tattooed on my arm, and I'm currently taking online classes at Arizona State. So I'm also a Sun Devil.
Nice.
Like it's kind of crazy. But
you're following the footsteps of Brock Osweiler and Drew Lock.
Agreed. Yeah. Hey, I'm cool with that. Listen, Brock, the 2015 trophy would not have happened were it not for Mr. Brock Osweiler. So
just like with Bubby Brister stepping in when he did, that year would have never happened without him. And so when you think about it, 2 of our Super Bowls only happened because we had great high-level backup quarterback play.
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right, my friend. Totally right.
Which is why we value the backup.
So we've added six at the cornerback position, taking us up to 49 roster spots. We have 4 left. And wouldn't you know it, the safety position calls for 3 to 4. So, on average. So, let's go ahead and why don't we go ahead and get the 2 obvious ones out of the way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. And that's Talanoa Hufanga, my favorite. Love me some. Oh, damn it. I went in the wrong place, didn't it? Where did he go?
Did you just make him a corner? Is he in there? No.
Where did he
go? You just disappeared him. Did you just turn into CIA, Johnny? You just disappearing guys?
I must have, man. Where did he go?
Wow.
The damn
remind
thing
me not to
scrolled,
get
like I
on
said, because
Twitter,
it's
guys.
because this damn thing is zoomed in right now. Oh, there he is. He fell
Okay,
to the
good.
bottom. There he is. Okay, he is back over there. Let's try this again. Oh, cut it out. This is only because I have this thing zoomed in so far for the show. All right, here we go. Talanoa Hufanga, obviously on the roster, and Brandon Jones, right? Do you guys disagree with me at all?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. After that, we have Miles Scott, J.L. Skinner, Parker Robertson, Taylor Rapp, and Tyson Anderson for that position. Do you guys, which of these guys, honestly, I think Taylor Rapp makes it. I mean,
Yes.
pretty much a given. What do you think?
Late addition with a lot of experience. I agree. Taylor Rapp's making it.
Okay, yeah, because he played for the Bills, didn't he?
He did, and he's a monster. I mean,
And they brought him in
getting him is a
conveniently
huge
too.
boon.
No. Yeah, you don't.
That leaves us,
Bringing him in was a sign that they probably were not excited about the depth.
and this final pick, our final fifth man on the 53, comes down, in my opinion, to two guys who have both been on this team, have both played decent backup, but it's got to go to one or the other. Because I'm sorry, Miles Scott, no. Tyson Anderson is really good, but again, no. Parker Robertson hasn't. I barely heard his name. So is it J.L. Skinner or Devon Key in your opinion, or do you disagree with that take?
Give me Devon Key.
What about you,
right
Nacho?
Defense.
I disagree. I take Skinner on this one. Has a great preseason, and he's been pretty clutch during certain key downs.
Looks like we got another Johnny tiebreaker.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to do this to you, Nacho, and you can leave. You can hate me for it, but I've got to break the tie in favor of Cody on this one again. I like both J.L. Skinner and Devon Key. However, if I'm looking at the resumes of both, I think Devon Key has just had slightly more impact than J.L. Skinner. Despite the great preseason by J.L. Skinner, I think it's got to go to Devon Key.
And
He's special teams too, right?
He does great special teams work, but when Hufanga went out for a little while and Devon Key had to slot in, I feel like he obviously wasn't Hufanga, but he held down that position as best as you could in that situation for a guy who, in my opinion, should have made the NFL top 100 in Talanoa Hufanga.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We have a disagreement here too with Tiz says that Key makes it on special teams, but that's why I'm going to put him
makes it on special teams.
Yeah, and I think that he's the best choice of the two to come in if we need a fourth guy to hold down that position. So guys, we've done it. The 53 is officially done. Now we just have to finish our practice squad. And we'll be set, man. Like this is.
I will say, Johnny, looking at that safety room, go back and look at that safety room, and you just really look at that. The injury concerns. If it happens, if the injury bug hits that safety room, it looks a little scary for sure. Because Rapp has injury history, Talanoa, BJ, they all have injury history. So we're really hoping for a healthy year, banking on those guys, and that's why maybe you throw a Skinner on the practice squad.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and throw Skinner on the practice squad.
Because I like the safety room choices, but you can't deny that's an injury history ridden room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
So
I like
right
how
now,
the practice squad's looking already. It's looking like a good unit.
absolutely, we got 7 on the practice squad. So, is there a name at any position that you guys see left on the list? We have 9 roster spots for the practice squad left.
Yeah, I really don't know these guys. Throckmorton is a versatile multi.
I can agree with Throckmorton too.
All right, I agree as well. I was about to ask you guys, what do you think about Calvin Throckmorton going there?
He's done what he's had to do.
Yeah,
so I think he's earned the practice squad spot with all he's been asked.
Absolutely. And then, okay, we still have 8 spots left.
Give me Caleb Lohner.
You want Caleb Lohner?
I want it right now. Caleb Lohner on the practice squad.
All right. I'll do it because I wrote an article on Caleb Lohner last year, and I still think that I honestly think when we finally see him hit the field, we're going to be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that. Okay, Nacho, that leaves us 7 spots left. I'm going to let you pick the next player that hits the practice squad. Let me know when I should stop or if I'm scrolling too fast.
LeVay Bailey, only because he's injured. And,
he's on...
he's at IR.
Reserve, right?
Well, we can put Lavelle Bailey on the IR. All right.
Yeah.
So there's Lavelle Bailey. He's still on the team, but he's on the IR. Now, naturally, when he goes to come back, you'll probably have to cut somebody if you want to bring him on to the squad.
Yeah.
But okay.
Broken
Cody,
leg, though. Are we going to get him back?
Yeah. Cody, I'm going to start back down here at the bottom. If you see the next name you want,
inside linebacker, please, and give me Torian York.
Torian York. All right, that should get us to 9, I believe. I'm going to count them real quick.
It's a good unit.
Who was that guy you were saying for the receiver?
That's 10.
Keep scrolling.
Okay, no problem. We're at 10 right now, so we have 6 spots left. All right. Can I go ahead and throw one on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw Jaleel. I'm going to leave Jaleel McLaughlin because I don't think he survives the practice squad if you throw him there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put Tyler Bidet on there. Or did we already put a running back in that room? We did. Sorry, we did Cody Schrader. My apologies.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my choice here. Because of his ability on special teams so far.
Damn, Johnny, you took my guy.
Got to go Cameron Ross.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 11 right there. All right, we got 5 left. Go ahead, Paul. I apologize.
I'll let you guys kind of. Hakeem Butler, I was thinking, but don't we already have wide receivers?
He's gone.
We cut him.
We cut him today.
Okay.
It's the one name that just didn't update when we did the changes today. So he's gone.
Yeah.
What about you, Cody? Is there another name?
Head over to cornerback real quick.
All right.
And let me take a quick look. I'm really, really leaning into either Brent Austin or Reese Taylor. Both of them had shown some flashes in this preseason. I think that one. What would your opinion be on that, guys, between Reese Taylor and Brent Austin? I think both of them. Brent Austin had 1 or 2 good big practices in camp. I think Reese has looked pretty good on the field in preseason. I'm leaning towards one of them.
If I had to lean towards one or the other, I'd have to go Reese Taylor.
Yeah.
He had a little bit more production in the preseason games than Brent Austin did, and before that, I have to give him. Yeah, I have to give him the experience that Brent Austin didn't get. So
give me Reese Taylor then.
Reese Taylor in there. All right, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 on the practice squad with 4 spots left. I'm gonna go. I hate this. I'm gonna go Jordan Turner because Drew Sanders is hurt right now, is he not? I mean, I would love to give it. I mean, we can put Drew Sanders onto IR, but at least for the practice squad right now, I got to, since he's going to be on IR, I got to give it to Jordan Turner. Don't you think?
Yeah, makes sense.
So, I got to be honest. You guys are at my league right now with these guys at the end here. I haven't really been paying attention.
I hope that I spend way too much of my life studying statistics there, pal.
Yeah. See, I don't want to catch any hate for it, but I really think that if I had it my way, I'm done with the Drew Sanders experiment. It just takes too much time and effort. That time and effort could go into someone else.
Agreed. I mean, it sucks. I really want him to have succeeded. You know,
he was a very exciting prospect.
He was. I think we got to give at least one, maybe two more linemen, offensively and defensively.
Offense and defense. Yeah, Kristen Williams probably is what I'm leaning in.
Okay.
Just because we don't know much about Ron Stone. He hasn't done anything for us. Kristen Williams has at least been at camp and has been in the games.
Yeah. I agree with you. So I'm going to go offensive. And I'm going to give it to Michael Dieter at center, just because of the injuries that have happened to Forsyth and Wattenberg in camp. I think you need to carry a center there.
I see you, George.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Solid practice squad
10,
unit.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have one spot left. I'm going to let you have it, Cody. Looking through the list of who's left.
Oh, give me.
Bear in mind, I think we only have one, maybe two defensive linemen out in there as well.
Yeah. So let me see give me.
I heard Miles Scott's name a lot this preseason.
Miles Scott was up there. I was thinking safety or Gavin Ortega. But
Gavin Ortega for offensive line. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know what? Give me a safety. I want a safety as well.
All right. You want Miles Scott, Tyson Anderson, or Parker Robertson?
Give me Miles Scott.
Miles Scott it is. Let's just finish it up now by adding our IR and PUP list. We have Lavelle Bailey on IR. Do you think we keep Drew Sanders on IR or cut him?
I think we cut him, but I don't know.
What about Henningsen?
Oh, this is tough.
I mean,
I've never done this before. That's crazy.
I don't love what's happened with Henningsen, to be honest.
2 Achilles back-to-back, year to year. What's going to happen in year 3? Is he going to come back? I don't know.
I mean, honestly, you don't even have to put him on IR. Given it's a season-ending injury, you don't even have to field him at all. He's still under contract. He just rides out the season in the training facility. So okay. Any of these others?
I'm surprised that none of us took the man jack bait.
I'm not baited by it. He's good.
Some people would be.
Did great, but I honestly think he's one of those ones that gets a job on another team.
Probably, yeah.
So
I could see him ending up as like a 49er or a Packer or something, an NFC team.
Okay, Nacho himself coming in the comments saying stay tuned until the end. He has hinted since the beginning of the show that there's something big coming at the end of the show that I don't know about. So I'm really, really, really freaking out here as to what he's got up his sleeve here. Dreamweaver says Kobe Katz has to be on practice squad. He's already there, buddy. He's already there.
We took care of him today.
And then we got George Montoya, one of the Broncos bros. What's going on, boys? Cody the GOAT in the house.
Broncos bros.
I see how it is. Man. I'll remember that. No, I'm just messing. All right. I guess from what it looks like, I really don't see anybody else that we would need to start the season with. The only other two injuries really that we would need to be really looking at going into the regular season, besides Lavelle Bailey, are Henningsen and what's his name that we were just talking about. So I think we're good, guys. I think we're good.
I think that's a good team. It's a good practice squad.
All right, so let's run through it top to bottom, and then we'll get ready to roll out once Nacho does whatever this crazy thing is he's got planned. So thank you for hanging out with us, guys. We have a lot of viewers in the house right now hanging out with us for our roster build.
Hope everyone's having a great day.
Remember that this drag and drop roster builder tool is up and active for all comers to utilize on orangeandbluenetwork.com. So make sure you jump on over and utilize it and have some fun with it. All right, so at quarterback, we're carrying on the active 53, we're carrying Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham as our quarterbacks. Running back, we have Jonah Coleman. That's right, I said his name first, Jay. Calm down.
Good.
That was for Cody and for you. Although I say J.K. Dobbins gets the starting snaps. Anyway, Jonah Coleman, J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey. Fullback, Adam Prentice, obviously. He's the only one on the team. Wide receiver, we're carrying 5 with Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims, and Troy Franklin. At tight end, we've got Evan Ingram, Adam Troutman, Nate Atkins, and Justin Jolly. All right. Offensive line, we are carrying Garrett Bowles, Mike McGlinchey, Alex Palczewski, Frank Crum for the tackles. At guard, we got Quinn Miners and Ben Powers. At center, Alex Forsythe and Luke Wattenberg. And then we're also carrying Cage Casey, who is a versatile offensive lineman.
Plug and play.
Defensive side of the ball. Absolutely. Defensive side of the ball. Zach on the line, you've got Zach Allen and Yoma Owazurike, Jordan Jackson. At defensive end, we're carrying Savion Jones. At defensive tackle, we're carrying DJ Jones, Malcolm Roach, and Tyler Onyedem. In the pass rush, we've got Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, Jonah Ellis, Q Robinson, and Dondre Tillman. Inside linebacker, we've got Alex Singleton, Justin Strnad, Red Murdoch, and Karene Reed. Cornerback, Pat Surtain II, Riley Moss, Jahdae Barron, Jaquan McMillan, Chris Abrams-Drain, and Sean Fresh Jr. At safety, we're carrying 4 with Talanoa Hufanga, Brandon Jones, Taylor Rapp, and Devon Key. And then, of course, our skills positions, Will Lutz at kicker, Jeremy Crawshaw, the punt god. He is. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best punter in football right now. And, of course, the long snapper with the experience over the other long snapper, Mitchell Fraboni. All right. We then round it out with with Lavelle Bailey entering the season on injured reserve. We have a practice squad consisting of cornerback Sam Ellinger, running back Cody Schrader, wide receiver Colby Katzis, wide receiver Little Jordan Humphrey, defensive tackle Jordan Miller, outside linebacker Johnny Walker, safety J.L. Skinner, guard Calvin Throckmorton, tight end Caleb Lohner, inside linebacker Terian York, Cameron Ross, wide receiver Cameron Ross, safety Reese Taylor, inside linebacker Jordan Turner, defensive tackle Christian Williams, center Michael Dieter, and safety Miles Scott. I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the roster we built?
I'm excited. I like it. I was honestly surprised. There's a few guys I'm surprised didn't make it. Dallin Bentley didn't even make the practice squad. Dallin Bentley did not even make the practice squad. Maybe that has to do with the fact that Jolie has receiving options and also a little higher pick. So that's probably what Jolie has going in his favor there. Again, I'm a little worried about the safety depth. We got all the best picks that we could there, but that's a room that if it gets hit with the bug, it gets a little worrying. Agreed.
I will say this about Dallin Bentley. Had a great camp, great preseason for a rookie. He is one that I would look, if you put him on the practice squad, he's going to be taken by another team.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I didn't put him on the practice squad when I had my choice.
Yeah.
Because I looked at him and I was like, he's not sticking around. If you put him on the practice squad, he's going somewhere. So
that's why you roll it back with Caleb Lohner.
Yep. You're not wrong. So, all right, guys. Well, that does it. That's our 53. And it was awesome. And we had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys had enjoyed it too. And if you liked what you saw with our Orange and Blue Network 53-man roster builder, go over to orangeandbluenetwork.com and use that to build your own 53-man roster and share it and tag Orange and Blue Network on X or on Facebook so that we get to see it too. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. with that, I guess, Paul, Nacho, man, you got something up your sleeve, man. So
yes, I'm glad. I hope you guys all stay tuned for this. This is probably the highlight of this. Better than a 53-man roster. Better than this is our highlight. So I think I have somebody calling in into the show. Can you see if you can allow them? As you guys know, I'm the organizer of United in Orange Tailgate, and we've been doing this for a long time. We just started doing this thing called actually, one second. Johnny, can I present my screen?
Please. And also, I don't see any guests in the green room right now, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Did you send them the link that I sent you?
I did.
Okay,
then we can dial in here shortly. So
yeah, we can hang out and talk or whatever until they get here, if that's what you need.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, please share whatever it is you need to share, my friend.
Do you see it?
I do. I'm going to add it to the stage right now. Here we go.
Okay, so. All right, so I hope some people are in there. I don't know who's in the room and stuff. So, we do this thing for the United in Orange tailgate. We call it the Tailgate Hero, and we're promoting this. And so, anybody who has done something, extraordinary in the community, we want to recognize them. So some of the nominations have been submitted. So 1 second. I think, do you still see them?
Still
I want her to. Linda's going to. Hold on a second. Let me.
This would be your fiance, Linda, right? All right, guys. While Paul's working on that, I'm going to take this down for a second while we're waiting for your special guest. And I'm just going to kind of plug in the I'm going to plug the thing. Oh, no, never mind. Looks like she's here. I see her. Give me a second. I'm going to bring Paul, you got to Nacho, bring your camera back up, my friend. And then there he is. And then I'm going to add your special guest. This is a beautiful and illustrious Linda Sanchez. Yeah. Well, welcome to the show, Linda.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So, do you want me to bring that thing, the thing you were sharing, back up, Nacho?
Yeah, if you can. I don't know how you position it. So, okay,
like
cool.
That. Oh, we lost Miss Linda again. She's gone. We lost her. I hope she comes back in. Little technical difficulties, folks. I apologize. Here she comes. She's coming back in. Here we go. There she is.
Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Oh, it happens. It happens. So, Nacho, you were explaining Tailgate Hero.
Yeah, I think Linda. This is Linda's baby, so I like to let her tell you guys about it and what it's all about.
So just to ask, how much time do I have?
As much as you want.
Nice. Okay, so as you guys know, my name is Linda. I'm with the United in Orange Tailgate, and two promotions that we run within the United in Orange Tailgate is the game day tickets when the Broncos come out to California to play the Chargers. Johnny, you've been to our tailgate. You were at our tailgate last year, and you know how crazy and fun and
it was a blast.
it can get. So we actually do game day tickets for that event as well, and we like to call it the Orange Wave section. So I run that promotion, and then another promotion that we run is called the United in Orange Tailgate Hero promotion. And I'm not sure how much Paul has told you guys about it, but the idea first came up about 3 years ago. I came to Paul and I said, hey, I would like to run a promotion, just a trial promotion to see how it goes about, showcasing a special Broncos fan. You know, we are all about football and we gather because of football, but we never really know who we encounter, what these people, what their walks of lives entailed. So what I wanted to do, well, as the tailgate grew, what I started noticing was as I got to know people who were coming to the tailgate, they're amazing people. Like we've had people come from Australia, people come from Germany, you know, just people from all over who have come to our tailgate. And so my thing was I wanted to give back to the community, showcase the incredible people who make up Broncos country, and create something meaningful than just simply gathering around and partying before a game. So about 3 years ago, we created the Tailgate Hero. And basically it was just to, you know, bring people together, celebrate the amazing individuals. So we've had the opportunity this year. It was our 3rd year running the United in Orange Tailgate Hero promo, and we've received some amazing nominations. It was very, very hard. It's always very hard to choose. We have some stories that simply just blow you out of the water and you're just like, wow, like, and they still have time to like enjoy and move forward, push forward despite, you know, and give back to their community despite all these barriers that they've encountered in life. And so this year, for the first time, in the whole 3 years that we've been promoting this Tailgate Hero, we actually have 2 winners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we couldn't decide. We couldn't really decide which story. Both stories touched our heart. And you, Johnny, were one of the nominations that was submitted to us. Your story just, it deserved some recognition. And the reason why I'm on right now is to formally congratulate you and let you know that you've been chosen as our runner-up for the United in Orange Tailgate Hero.
Wow.
And there's Johnny there, both in, you know, it's Johnny served in the Army, 8 years as a medic. He was nominated by his wife, Barbara. And what more? Who more deserving than Johnny? You know, it's an honor to, you know, showcase you, honor you, and it's just not football. It goes deeper. And with what you've been doing with, you know, the Orange Blue Network, bringing fans together virtually and in person, it speaks volumes. You know, so this is one way that we could give back. So with that being said, you will have, you're not winning anything. It's more of a showcase. You will be going to the 49ers game with the United in Orange Tailgate. We got you game tickets, 2 game day tickets. You're going to be going to the tailgate, and then we're working on. We're all working on like hotel accommodations. We'll figure that one out. But we'll all try and stay together, you know, in the same hotel and stuff. But that's what you won, and some game day swag. So with that being said, Linda, do you have anything else? I know that this is great.
Yeah, like I said, this is the first time that we've actually been stuck with 2 stories and we couldn't fully decide. So we asked for some outside enforcers to help us decide. And like I said, this promotion that we run, it's all about showing our United in Orange family that we're much more than just football and partying before the football games. And it's about, you know, just the people, the connections, like giving back and just being united and showcasing, you know, wonderful fans like you, Johnny, who do so much for Broncos community. So I'm super excited that we were able to present this to you, and I hope you're surprised and you have an amazing wife who loves you, and she did this all for you because you truly are deserving.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm actually crying. I am super emotional and blown away. There are no words. What an amazing! I mean, I'm sitting here going, what an amazing thing you're doing for Broncos country, for the community, for these people. But I had.
It's okay, buddy. We've been there.
It's such an emotional thing that we do, and we always think that we're going to be okay once we present it. But reading your story, Johnny, and just seeing your struggles and how you overcame them, and how you're just so giving with the Broncos community, and not even just the Broncos community, and your personal life in general with your wife, and it's amazing to be able to present you with this. It truly is.
I'm absolutely blown away, both of you. I'm going to San Francisco.
Yeah.
I'm going to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And that's I'm literally taken aback. I don't know if I have words. Here I was, it was a normal show night. We had a fun thing that we got to do, but that was a little different than normal. But to end the show this way, I'm going to San Francisco. I'm gonna have to go love on my wife, a little extra tonight. I mean,
yes, she wrote some very amazing things about you, and it like I said, the story just it just blew our mind, and we're like, no, we have to give something for him too.
Yeah. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I'm so taken aback by the generosity and the kindness of you two and the United Orange Tailgate. I am losing my mind with excitement. I am going to the Niners game. I am so freaking excited. I'm gonna have to walk downstairs, tell my wife that we're going to San Francisco, because either she has no idea or she keeps a damn good secret.
She keeps a damn good secret.
Can I say something nice about Johnny? I would love to say something about Johnny real quick, if that's okay, because Johnny is such a great guy. What he has done, not just outside of Broncos country, but in Broncos country, he's given so many Broncos fans voices on the network. You've given so many people voices on the network, and I'm only 4 months into this, Johnny, and I can see the impact you've made on all your fellow co-hosts throughout the network. So you should be very proud of everything you've built and you continue to build. So I'm very excited to just be here for this moment. That was awesome. Grateful to just sit there and watch this moment, and it couldn't happen to a better person in the world right now. Johnny, you've done a big thing for Broncos country. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. Stay away from the substation.
I can't cry more, Cody. Stop. All right.
Stay away from the substations when you get to San Francisco.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I haven't been to San Francisco since I was 12 years old. But I loved it. I loved it then. And you know what's crazy? That is October the 4th, is it not?
I think it's October 3rd, right?
October 4th.
Okay.
So the crazy thing, and I can't wait to discuss this with my secret-keeping wife.
Chat, show some love to Johnny. Show some love to Johnny.
That actually begins fall break for my young ones, my 3 sons.
Nice.
And so I might just have to find a way to take my kids to San Francisco and let them experience the city for a few days, and find a babysitter while we go to the game, because that's too good of an opportunity to pass up. Oh my God, I'm blown away. Oh Lord. Y'all are incredible. And when Paul asked me if he could be on the show this week, it's very rare. It's rare that people come to me and ask if they can be on the show. I'm usually reaching out to them, being like, "Hey, you want to be on the show this week?" When he asked me, he was like, "Hey, can I be on the show Tuesday? I really need to be on the show Tuesday." I'm like, "Why?" Okay, cool. You know, now I get it. Now I get it, dude. That's why you needed to be on the show.
I have your just so some people not giving out all the information about what you did. Johnny served in the Army for 8 years. He was awarded several medals for distinguished valor. He was deployed overseas to Afghanistan. Received the Presidential Award from his commander. He also received smaller awards and medals while over there.
Oh, I think you're breaking up. I hear you very choppy. Sorry.
Yeah. So it'll be up to you if you want to share your story. We'll edit it. So, but definitely, Mile High Viking, Mile High Pride. Thank you so much. So
I'll share a bit of my story if y'all have just a second. I don't mind. It honestly, I kept a lot of my story in for many years, and it made me, to be honest, suicidal. And it wasn't until I started opening up and talking about it that I was okay again. And that's actually what led me to podcasting. It was a way for me to just speak, and just, even if it wasn't about the war, even if it wasn't about any of that, it was just a way for me to speak. So I'll share some of my story because that is one of the things that I am very proud of my service. And I served 8 years as a combat medic with the attached to the infantry with both the 3rd Infantry Division, which is the pic in the photo that you see there on the left. That was me when I was with 3rd Infantry Division. After that, I served for 4 years with the 101st Airborne Division as air assault, with the air assault infantry, which is, if you've ever seen Black Hawk Down, that's the units that fly in on the Black Hawks, drop the ropes, and slide out of the helicopters. I did that for 4 years. I was injured, and on my second deployment, I was injured and went through many surgeries and everything, but ultimately the Army decided that I was no longer fit to be a soldier, and I was medically discharged in 2018. And now I currently, in my day job, I serve other veterans working for the VA, as a subcontractor of the VA, using my medical knowledge from being a combat medic to review doctors' reports on veterans' disability claims, doing quality assurance on their reports before they return to the VA for their final ratings for their disability. And I try that's my pride, is continuing to serve the veteran community in that way. And I'm very honored to be able to serve my fellow veterans, and then to be able to serve Broncos country in this capacity. And your words from all three of you have just absolutely melted my soul tonight. I can't believe both the kindness from all three of you, but the generosity of the United in Orange Tailgate. And I cannot freaking wait to be with you guys at the United in Orange Tailgate on the 4th of October. I am losing my mind. I'm going to have to go downstairs and start buying plane tickets, I swear.
I'm excited to see you. I missed you at our last tailgate last year. Yeah. I kept seeing you around, and I'm like, I have to make my way to him just to introduce myself and to take a picture. But it was so chaotic that day that I didn't get the chance to. So I'm excited, and we might run into each other in KC because I will be at that game.
Oh my goodness! Well, then we will. I will seek you out, Linda. I will find you, because I don't know if I can wait until October 4th to come give you a big hug. I'm so excited. Again, this promotion that you all are doing. What an incredible thing! You said there were 2 winners. To the other recipient, thank you for what you've done for Broncos country. Thank you for what you've done for your community as well. And I look forward and hope to hear your story one day as well. Unbelievable generosity and kindness, you guys. Here we are. We are in 2 hours and 24 minutes, maybe the longest episode ever of Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. We still have over 100 viewers watching live right now, which is
amazing.
Pretty amazing for a 2 hour, 24-minute show that isn't the Bucking Booth watch party. So, or the post game show. Those are, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I don't think I have anything left I can say. I'm blown away.
Well, you deserve it. You definitely deserve it.
You deserve it.
Like I said, we're all about giving back and highlighting. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are watching didn't know anything about that, about your, what you do aside from this. And this is our main focus, like showcasing what amazing people our Broncos country are.
No, thank you. Your words mean everything. And I don't know how we can follow that up with anything else like that. I can't wait to go tell everybody, hey, go watch the last 20 minutes of the Nothing Rhymes podcast. Because, unbelievable. And God bless you both. God bless all three of you.
Thank you.
What a night.
Awesome.
What a night.
Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you for having me unexpectedly.
Oh, no. I trust Nacho. If he says he's got somebody important to bring on, I'm going to be like, oh, it's got to be important. It's important then. If Nacho says it, it's important. You just don't ever piss off an abominable snowman. So, but then again, it's a bad idea to piss off a Viking.
I get a pass to that.
Yes. But I will say this: it's also a bad idea to piss off a Viking too. So be careful.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm going to go ahead and roll us out of here if that's okay with you. I hope you'll stick around for a few minutes so we can just talk in the studio after. But everybody, all incredible news aside, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast. If this is your first time watching, and for all those that are still watching, and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, and comment over on YouTube. Especially subscribe on YouTube. And also, when you do, make sure that your profile is set to public, because we're on the march to 1,000 subscribers, and we're nearly there. And when we get there, Orange and Blue Network is giving away this gorgeous, authenticated Nick Bonito signed mini helmet from his rookie season in a beautiful mirrored display case valued between $250 and $300. It can be yours for your Broncos collection. The only thing that you have to do is subscribe and share it to tell your other friends in Broncos country to do the same. That way we can get there and do this Wheel of Fortune spin for the winner. So please make sure you do that. Also, follow us on X. Follow us on Facebook. Check out the audio version of every one of our podcasts wherever you find your favorites. We also just recently rolled out the Orange and Blue Network TikTok. Go check us out over there. Awesome short form content. And just a little over a week ago, we also launched the official orangeandbluenetwork.com. So go over to the website, check it out. For those that watched for the whole show, you saw our awesome 53-man roster building tool. We also have blog articles. We have original music by Soulmate and Infinity, all about the Denver Broncos. We have forums that you can start and discuss whatever you want to Broncos-wise with us and with each other. What a great place to come together as Broncos country and have a platform to discuss. Guys, I'm just so unbelievably blown away right now that I have nothing left. So I'm going to go ahead and say, kind of preseason's almost here, y'all. The regular season is on its way. We are this close to meaningful Broncos football, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you in the Orange and Blue crew and the rest of Broncos country. I'm Johnny Baki, the Mile High Viking. A big thank you to Cody Chepa. Did I say it right this time? Did I say it right? Okay. Cody Chepa, if you haven't checked him out, go check him out at Still Up Sports. If you're on the night shift and you get home at like super late, and you got some, and you want to watch and you want to talk Broncos late at night, that's your guy right there. Still Up Sports. Go check it out. Thank you to Miss Linda Sanchez and to Mr. Paul Marinaccio. Did I say it right that time?
Yes.
Yes. The Abominable Bronco and the United and Orange Tailgate for joining us tonight. Unbelievable. And I cannot wait to have all of you back on very, very soon. With that, I'm going to give you a big Mile High salute. And good night. And go Broncos!
Orange and blue, we're here for you. Talking Broncos all day through. No stopping us, we're on the loose. Come join the crew, no bad news. Podcast vibes so fresh and true. Nothing rhymes with orange and blue. Catching up on all that we knew. Hit play, let the episodes accrue. Nothing rhymes